So what is HTML? HTML is an acronym that stands for Hypertext Markup Language. A markup language is a language made of tags or symbols that annotate a textual document and carry specific meaning. A document built this way is still a textual document, so it can be opened and read in a text editor, but its purpose is to be processed by a specific program, the browser, capable of interpreting the markup language and giving it an appropriate visual representation. The HTML markup language is essentially capable of adding more semantic and structure to a text, and even connect that text to other documents, making it a hypertext, from which the H in the HTML gets its meaning. HTML is the markup language used to build web pages. A web page is a textual document that gets read by a web browser, usually through an internet connection, and translated into styled text, images, videos, links, interactive forms, etc. And this is possible because of the power of the markup language that helps the browser make a meaning out of the text contained into the document. So if you think about all of these cool websites and pages you see on the internet, those are made with HTML. Albeit not alone, but used in conjunction with other technologies like CSS and JavaScript, HTML forms the backbone and the content and the fundamental building block for those pages. Now, if you want a little bit of history, the birth of HTML dates back to 1991. It was invented by Tim Berners-Lee, considered today as the father of the World Wide Web. It was used by then as a way to build and share documents at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, where Lee was working as a contractor at that time. And you can find quite a good amount of information on the origin and purpose of HTML in the links that I provide in the lecture description. Since its birth, HTML knew different versions. From the original HTML, we had HTML2, HTML 3.2, HTML4, HTML 4.01, XHTML, and finally HTML5 in 2008, each version adding more feature to the previous one. We'll obviously focus on the current version of HTML. To be fair, it has to be noted that HTML5 has a dual meaning. On one side, it's used to denote the current version of the markup language, but it's also used to refer to the broader set of web technologies that allow the creation of powerful websites and applications, including the markup language, CSS3, and the new features added recently to the JavaScript language. So in the next lesson, we'll dive into the HTML markup language, and we'll see how to write HTML documents and how they get interpreted and visually rendered by a web browser. So let's get to work.